Now, welcome to the channel. In this video I want to talk about the difference between computer science and software engineering at university. So I checked online for the number of applications to computer related roles in the UK, and the British Computer Society have said that there's around 160,000 applications to computer related degrees in the UK alone. So I started my computer science degree in 2022 of September, and there were way too many students who thought computer science and software engineering would be pretty much the same thing. I'm not sure if this is the same everywhere, but at my uni, the first year for computer science, software engineering and cybersecurity is all the same, so we're all taught in the same lectures and the same labs. This is a pretty good thing because it lets you decide later on if you want to specialise in cybersecurity or software engineering in your second year. Now, there is a lot of overlap between computer science and software engineering at uni. You do a lot of programming, you do a lot of maths in both degrees, but there is a difference between the topics you'll cover. So computer science is very broad. You learn about the different computer designs and the actual computer process, how it works, and you just learn about computers on a broader scope. So this can be things like data processing, network security, organising databases, cybersecurity and AI. Whereas software engineering, you'll focus on designing, developing and testing software applications based on user needs and expectations. So this can be things like mobile applications, system security management, software verification or even database systems. Now, the topics you cover will depend heavily on the uni you choose. So before you do decide to go with computer science or software engineering, do some research into the different subjects you cover at the specific uni you applied for. So like I said before, the first year for my degree was the same regardless of if you chose computer science, software engineering or cybersecurity, but I don't know if this is the same for all unis in the UK. Computer science is the study of computers and algorithms, so the field does rely on a lot of problem solving and innovation. You're mostly involved in the theory, design and development of anything done on computers. A computer scientist might measure the performance of hardware and software using their knowledge of design and algorithms to solve problems. So you might be working on improving new or existing technologies, working with software engineering firms, research companies, IT teams, or coming up with technological solutions to problems that people are having or a company's having. So by definition, software engineering involves the analysis, design and maintenance of digital systems. Like I mentioned earlier, this can be done on different platforms like web browsers, mobile applications, computer programs and digital media programs. A software engineer might use computer programs to generate ideas and create cost-effective solutions to solve issues for a user or the company that they work for. So you can then later on decide to specialise in a specific area like computer graphics, programming, AI or systems analysis. Another good area you can think about is large-scale database systems. So I'm sure you can imagine how database systems are pretty much used everywhere today. You know, things like storing data on customers, patients, or even employees. Now, you might still be stuck on which degree or field you should choose to go into. Overall, I wouldn't say it matters too much because, you know, there's a lot of overlap between the two subjects, so you can choose computer science and become a software engineer and vice versa pretty much. If you don't like programming or you don't like learning how to code, obviously give it a go first, but if you still don't like it, I wouldn't choose software engineering. There's a lot of programming in there, but it does open a lot of doors knowing how to program and code. You can get into things like AI, cybersecurity and game design. Whereas let's say you have a computer scientist, they might be more of a generalist, so they might be able to work on roles like consultant or project management roles. I'd say this is quite, you know, it provides you with a lot of fluidity in your career. Now obviously money is a big factor when it comes to choosing your degree, so let's talk about the difference between pay in computer scientists and software engineers on average. So I've had a look online and the average salary for a computer scientist in the UK is £46,000 a year. Whereas the average salary for a software engineer in the UK is around £56,000 a year. I wouldn't take this information too seriously because, you know, you don't know how accurate it is, and you can see in the picture that it says the salary for a software engineer in London compared to the salary for the computer scientist in the UK. So it depends on location and the amount of experience you have. And for the computer scientist, it doesn't say the role, so the salary could depend on what role the person is doing in the computer science industry. Okay, so I will leave it there for this video. I think I've talked quite a bit. As usual, if you need any videos made, just let me know in the comments, or you can check out my website. I'll leave a link in the description box. There's information about programming and information about my degree and how it's going, pretty much document everything I do. And yeah,